Hey there, Mandy. It's been so long since you and I last talked, right? Can you believe just how much time has passed? How have you been? Are you doing well? Are things alright? I hope that you're doing alright.
Wait a second. Jeff? Just what is going on here? What do you want? What is this all about, huh?
Oh, come on. It's just your little brother wanting to catch up with his big sister after all this time. I don't really get why you need to be so suspicious when I haven't even said anything.
Well, it's just you basically never ever reach out and contact anyone without wanting something from them, you know? So what do you want this time?
Well, I only messaged you because I want you to know that I found someone very special to me, actually. In fact, I'm going to be getting married to this person, and that's what I wanted to tell you.
Wait a second. Really? You really are getting married? And it really is to someone that you know well and like?
Of course I know this person well. Do you really think that I would just rush into a marriage like some kind of fool or something? I don't really think that you need to be so surprised about all of this.
Well, it's just that all this time I thought you were single, and I never heard that you were dating anyone at all until now.
Oh, come on. You really are starting to be just a little rude now. Do you know that? I mean, did you really think that I wouldn't be able to pull someone who would want to marry me?
I'm just saying that when you were younger, you were always talking about wanting someone to respect your freedoms and how you didn't want to be tied down. So I just thought that getting married and settling down and that sort of stuff would be the last thing that you wanted to do.
Oh, I see what this is all about. Yes, well, there have been times when I've said things like that, but now things are different.
Well, I personally always thought it had to do with how often our parents just told you to do whatever you want, if you really want to know. I always wondered about how you might end up since they put up so few rules and restrictions for you, but here we are, I guess.
Hey, I get it. I used to be a really laid-back guy who did what he wanted when he wanted it. But I met this person, she really just changed my life around. I mean it. I feel like a brand new person with her. And so that's why I've decided that I'm done with the single life and I want to settle down and spend the rest of my life with this person.
Wow. Well, I have to say that I never actually thought that any kind of words like those would be leaving your mouth. Or typed by you, I guess. But anyways, can you tell me a little bit more about this person? What's she like? Where did you two meet?
Oh man, she really is just one of the cutest people that I've ever seen. I really mean it. I don't think that I've ever found someone closer to my type than her. And I'm just so sure that you're gonna love her too.
Oh, really? Well, I certainly am looking forward to meeting her since you two are engaged now. Is she around the same age as we are, or...?
She is actually just a couple of years younger than I am. But I would say that as a person, she is way more mature than I am and is much more of a put-together adult, you know?
Yeah, but I'm not sure how difficult it is to be more of an adult than you are. You're basically like a giant kid.
Well, I can't really deny any of that. But I just wanted to let you know that the next time I go back home to see Mom and Dad, I was going to bring her along too. So I would really appreciate it if you could be there as well. I mean, if I hear correctly, you're still living with Mom and Dad, right? So you should probably be home whenever it is that we come over, right?
Yeah, you heard right. I'm still living with Mom and Dad and doing my best to take care of them and stuff.
I see. But don't you ever think about getting married as well? I mean, I know that you're the eldest child, so maybe you feel some kind of obligation to be there, but... well, you have to have your own life too, you know? And if you don't get married quickly, then I will worry that it might be too late for you in the future.
Oh, don't you worry about me, Jeff. I am more than happy to be living life the way that I'm doing it now. Besides, you were the one who was all about keeping your freedom and doing what you wanted, right? So someone has got to be able to stay back and make sure that Mom and Dad are okay, you know?
Well, I really do appreciate you stepping up to do that so I can go out and live my life. You really are a great older sister. But what about Mom and Dad? How have they been lately?
Well, you know how those two are. Basically, nothing has changed with them at all. But does this mean that you haven't been in touch with Mom or Dad or anything like that?
Well, I know that I should probably be calling them more often, but I just never seem to be able to find the time to do so.
Jeff, come on. You've got to try and be a better son than that. You know that they both miss you and want to talk to you.
I know, but... Well, it's not like everyone there already doesn't know that I'm really bad at keeping touch and stuff, right? If anything, not hearing from me should be a good thing since it means that I'm out doing the stuff that I'd rather be doing than sitting on the phone.
I really don't know what to say to that, Jeff. But I do know that Mom and Dad would still really like it if you could call just to give them updates on what you're doing.
Okay, sure, I guess I see where you're coming from with this. I'll try and reach out to them a little more often from here on out.
Okay, well, please do, because I know that they would really appreciate it. So just please tell me the day you're going to come over when you know it. We're all really looking forward to meeting you and your fiancé, Jeff. Hey, Mandy, are you there? I just wanted to say thank you so much for today. It really meant a lot to me. Although I am sorry if I ordered too much. I guess I was just a bit excited is all. Oh, you don't need to worry about a thing, Vicky. I'm just so happy that we were all able to see you today. And I'm glad that you ate so much. It means that you still like my cooking. How was the food for you? Did you like it? Well, I heard that you were a really good cook from your brother, but you really knocked it out of the park this time. And I heard that you basically cooked the whole meal all by yourself. Is that really true? Did you put it all together by yourself? Because if you did, then that is just pretty amazing. Yeah, it's true. I really did cook it all. And I really am glad that you liked it because I thought you might notice it was all pretty simple stuff. Simple stuff? What are you talking about? I feel like you ought to be running a restaurant with the kind of skills that you have. I mean, really, I don't know anyone who cooks the way that you do. Oh, come on. You should know that flattery will get you everywhere. But thank you so much for saying all of that. It really does mean a lot. I think you enjoyed it so much because I made it with love. Well, I'm being serious. I want you to know that I wasn't trying to say any of that as a compliment or anything like that at all. In fact, I think that I'm pretty jealous since I really can't cook all that well myself, you see? And then you even were thoughtful enough to give us gifts for visiting. I think that you just really outdid yourself today, you know? Oh, well, I just remember how much Jeff told me that you liked those little crackers and how you said you couldn't find them where you live now. I'm just happy that you had such a good time and enjoyed it all. Of course! In fact, we were already opening them and starting to get into them on the way home. They're so good! You really did a good job getting those for me. Great! Well, I'm glad that you both enjoyed them so much. It makes me really happy to hear that. I'll try and think of other fun gifts to give next time. Well, I just really wanted to say thank you again so much. It really does mean so much. I mean, you didn't have to open up your home to me the way that you did. You know, I was saying while we were driving up here that I was so nervous about meeting everyone that I thought I was going to puke. Well, I am glad that things didn't get taken that far at least. Anyways, I just want you to know that you and your parents, for that matter, are always welcome here. You all were so lovely. You mean it? I would really hate it if we started to eat up too much of your bandwidth or overstayed our welcome or anything like that. Especially given that you're opening up your house not only to me, but to my parents as well. I don't know what to say. I'm just really happy that it seems like you've found someone who makes you very happy in my brother. I mean, I have to say that I had my doubts when he first started talking about you, but I was so happy to realize what a wonderful girl you really are. And it seems like you've really been a force for positive change in Jeff's life. So for that, I'm the most grateful. Oh, well, Jeff is just such a sweetheart. Do you know that? I feel so honored that he would choose to be married to someone like me, of all people. I'm just happy that you two seem to be getting along so well. It really does warm my heart to see my brother like that. I know just what you mean. I'm so happy that we have what we do together, and I'm also so excited to be gaining a sister. Well, I feel the same way. Of course, I love having a brother, but I've always wanted to have a little sister as well. Aw, that really makes me so happy to have you say that. I promise to try and be the best sister that I can be. By the way, is it true that you're single, Mandy? Oh yes, the rumors are true. I am very single and have been so for a few years. But the truth is that I just lead such a busy life that I really just haven't found time to search for love for myself. But I'm sure that there is someone out there who is just the perfect match for you. But do you think that you'll be able to meet them living at home all the time like you do? I know that it may seem strange that I still live here with my parents, but they're getting older, and it means a lot to me that I can be here with them. Not to mention, I'm just generally worried about them as they get older and older, you know? You really are such a wonderful person. Do you know that? I mean, you really just show how much you care about all the people in your life. And I think you have such a nice house to show for it. Well, your parents' house, but still, it's such a nice place and so well furnished as well. I was so happy to get the grand tour today and see all the rooms that I heard about from stories of you and Jeff growing up as little kids there. But man, your parents must update it quite frequently because all the appliances looked practically brand new. Does your dad really make enough money to do all that? Oh, no, it's nothing like that at all. My dad is just really good about knowing how to find a good deal when they're out there. But even so, he must really have some connections somewhere. Because I don't know anyone who has as lovely as a house as your parents do. Your dad must have really good taste, don't you think? Anyways, I say all of this just to say that I can understand why you would be hesitant to leave your home. It's so amazing, and I would never want to leave either. Well, I appreciate you saying that, but of course I do get just a little embarrassed thinking of how long I've lived here. I don't think that there's anything to be embarrassed about at all. I mean, I think it must be really nice getting to live here with your parents. And now I'm looking forward to getting to visit here more often and go out to do lots of fun things with you. Great! I am just so happy that we got to meet today. You really seem like a lovely person. Please do come over again, and I'll think of some fun things that we can do around here. Until then.
Mandy! What is the matter with you? Is this supposed to be some kind of joke or something? I mean, really? Are you trying to tear apart my marriage?
Wait, what? Where is all of this coming from right now? I feel so confused right now. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, don't you play stupid with me. I'm talking about Vicky, of course.
All of this is about Vicky? I'm sorry, Jeff, but I really don't know what this could be about at all. Is Vicky okay? Did she say something about me? I just really have no idea what this could be about. In fact, I'm actually kind of out of the house running errands right now. So is there any way we could talk about this later?
You really think that I'm just gonna let you run away from this? I know all about what you put my poor wife through. She told me all about it. I just can't believe that you would be such a bully to your own sister-in-law.
Hold on a second. So you're telling me that Vicky has been telling you that I've been bullying her? Is that what's going on?
Of course! She came to me in tears to talk about all the things that you had said to her. She doesn't know what she did to make you hate her so much, but you were just awful to her when she came over. She's even gone to Mom and Dad about this.
But, I mean, I just really feel so confused right now. I don't remember doing anything that could have been considered bullying to her. Are you sure that there isn't some kind of mistake here or something like that?
Are you kidding me? Are you really trying to worm your way out of this one right now? Just how low are you going to sink?
I'm sorry, Jeff, but I really don't know at all about what you're going on about right now.
Okay, then what do you have to say for yourself about what you said to Vicky?
That's what I'm saying to you. I don't know what I said to her at all. Can you at least tell me what she told you I did?
She told me that you were being totally insulting towards her. Not only that, but that apparently you even threatened to hurt her? You grabbed her arm and nearly twisted it off. You know, Vicky has bruises on her arm thanks to what you did. So how are you going to deny this when we have proof?
But, I mean, I really don't know anything about any kind of bruising or anything like that. Come on, you know that I'm not a violent person or anything like that.
I thought that I knew that about you, but maybe I just really never knew anything. After all, it's not like we were that close.
Wait, what? What do you mean by that? We're brother and sister. Are you saying that you can't trust me? Come on. I mean, even if we're not best friends, it's not like we have a reason to dislike each other.
Oh, please. You know that it's been years since you could even call us close. But you think that I can just trust you as if we're still kids? I'm sorry, but it's so obvious to me and everyone else that you're just jealous of your little brothers getting married before you.
I'm really not jealous of anything like that at all. I mean, is that really what you think of me?
Of course you're jealous of me. You're a jealous old maid who can't get over the fact that she's been single for this long. It's all your fault that Vicky said that she was thinking about leaving me. She's literally gonna divorce me because of you. Got it?
Please, Jeff, you have to listen to me. I mean, I really don't think that Vicky has any reason to dislike me. But I will say that the last time that we met, I did have to ask Vicky not to come around anymore.
Aha! You see? I knew that you had something against her. I knew that you hated her.
No, it isn't anything like that at all, I swear. Look, I'm sorry. I really didn't want to tell you about this.
Well, then what could it be? Are you telling me that Vicky did something to you to make you say that to her?
Well, the truth is that I asked her to come over only because I wanted her to return something of mine. You see, the time that she had come over before then, she stole a ring from my room. And that's actually why I grabbed her arm the way that I did. If I left any bruises or markings, I really am sorry about that. It wasn't my intention.
I don't even know what to say right now. You really think I'm gonna buy this crap? You hurt the woman that I love. I can never ever forgive you for that. I mean, why would you hurt her so much just over a ring if that was all this is about?
Please, you have to believe me when I say all of this. I'm trying to tell you the truth. I mean, did you know that Vicky has come over to our parents' place several times all by herself? And she does nothing but lays around and demand that I do things like cook for her. Honestly, she has been getting on my nerves like that for a while. But I wasn't about to let her get away with just stealing from me.
When are you finally gonna stop with all of these lies? I mean, really? You know, I was gonna forgive you if you just owned up to this and said that you were sorry to Vicky. But if this is the way that you're gonna be about it, then I'm afraid I can't even do that now.
What do you mean? What's going to happen then? Why are you being like this, Jeff?
I'm being like this because I can't be family with someone who would hurt the person that I love. And both Mom and Dad are ready to kick you out too over this. They said that from now on, they want to live with me and Vicky and not you.
So then, you two are going to be moving into the house with Mom and Dad.
That's right. We're going to be taking over your place in the house and we're going to be living with Mom and Dad from now on. As for you, you're going to pack your bags and beat it. In fact, I think I'll just start tossing your stuff out on the yard right now. What do you think about that?
I don't know what to say. I mean, I wish that you would believe what I'm trying to say to you.
Well, I could never believe you after what you did to Vicky. All you've done is given me excuse after excuse and haven't even apologized. Not only that, but you've acted as if it was my wife who has been the bad guy this whole time. Why can't you just accept responsibility for your actions like an adult? I'm so let down in you.
Look, Jeff, I have tried to explain this to you over and over again, and you just don't seem to even want to listen to what I have to say. So if you're going to be like this, then I don't really think that I have anything else left to say to you. And if you think you're disappointed in me, then I'm disappointed in having a family that would throw me out like this without even talking to me.
Hey, loser! I'm so sorry to hear about what happened to you. About getting thrown out of your happy little home, that is. But don't worry, now Jeff and I are going to be taking your spot there, so your parents are going to be just fine.
I can't believe that you would lie to my brother the way that you did. What is the matter with you? How could you do that?
What? Are you mad at me or something like that? I'm so scared of what you'll do to me. I mean, who knows what you're capable of now that you're homeless and have all your things in boxes? By the way, when did you even drop by to pick up all of that stuff? I don't think I even noticed you come over in the first place.
I don't really see why that would even matter to you, since you all are the ones trying to kick me out of here in the first place.
I know, but I think that you're really looking at this all the wrong way. I mean, aren't you embarrassed to be leeching off of your parents for as long as you were? I think that you should see this as your chance to spread your wings and go out and make a life for yourself. You should be grateful for all that I've done for you.
How can you say that? You're nothing but a liar yourself. You're lying to my family right now about all of this. I mean, really, do you think that a scammer like you has any right to tell me how to live my life?
Oh, come on now, Mandy. There's no need to talk to me like that at all, you know? I mean, really, you wouldn't want to give me even more proof of all the ways that you bully me, right?
I don't even get why you would do something like this in the first place. What did I ever do to you anyways, huh?
You are really the least important part in all of this. I only wanted to live in your parents' amazing house. And you were in the way, so I just had to get rid of you.
So that's why you were acting like some innocent woman to my family? Just to trick them?
Of course! I mean, when I realized just how rich your parents were, I knew that I would have to turn up the charm to get what I wanted from them. And now I've done it, and this house is mine!
Are you really sure about that? You really think that you've won? I'm afraid that you don't even know the kind of storm that is headed your way because of this.
You really are just so pathetic, do you know that? I mean, do you even know how sad you sound complaining about this as if there is anything you could do about it? You were nothing but an old maid who was leeching off of her parents, and now you're telling me that you're going to get revenge for this? Honestly, you really just need to get outside more, and that's why I've done all of this to begin with.
You might think that I'm the loser now, but we'll see who really is soon enough. But enjoy living in that house. Just know that I'm cutting you all out of my life forever.
Hey, what the heck is going on here? Why are these people showing up at the house and taking away all the stuff? And where is everyone? Jeff and your parents have been out of the house since this morning.
Well, you see, the thing is that all the furniture and appliances in the house actually all belong to me, so I'm just taking back my things.
But, wait, what? I thought that your dad bought everything in the house, right?
Of course not. My dad doesn't nearly have the kind of money to do that. My parents aren't rich or anything like that. In fact, if anything, they actually have a ton of debt.
Hold on a second. What do you mean that your parents have a ton of debt? I don't get it. That can't be right at all.
Oh, it's true. And I was helping them pay it off in exchange for letting me live with them. But both my parents have always been awful with money. I moved in with them so that I could keep an eye on their spending and try to keep them in line. In fact, I take it that you haven't heard this, but my parents are only renting the house from other family members. They own nothing. And now they're being kicked out of the house. The house itself is being sold to cover their debts.
But this can't be happening. Is all this really true?
That's right. But you have more important things to worry about, like the lawsuits I have ready for you for your theft. Anyways, I'm really quite busy now, but don't worry, you'll be hearing from my lawyers soon. After that, true to my word, my relatives kicked my family out of that house and sold it to try and recoup the losses from lending to my parents. My parents tried to beg for the owners to change their mind, but after what happened to me, nobody showed them any support. As for me, I took all my things and moved into a nice condo in the city where I live by myself. I haven't kept up with my family at all since suing Vicky for all the things she stole from me, and I would prefer to keep things that way. Thank you for watching! If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this!